So in the 2023 season, we started something new, man. We got this in-season tournament, right? And realistically, when they first mentioned it, nobody really cared about the tournament. But I'm going to be honest, I actually like the tournament. I feel like the tournament got me interested in the season early on. Whereas normally, I only pay attention to the Lakers. Like, if the Lakers ain't playing, I really don't care. On Christmas Day, I tune in and watch those games. Those games are usually entertaining. And then we all know until after the All-Star break, there kind of ain't no good basketball, right? All of the good basketball normally starts the next year after the season already started. But the in-season tournament, they get a thumbs up from me. You know what I'm saying? I don't even do thumbs up. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you get what I'm saying. The reality of the situation is coming from my standpoint is this has brought awareness to the league, and it also got brothers balling early, right? Because you got something to play for. You know, especially I feel like bum teams, right? Teams that know that they don't have a chance to win the chip because you ain't got a superstar or two superstars, or in some cases three, right? You know you kind of out of it. At the very least, you might be thinking, we could win the in-season tournament. You know, that's something to hold our hat on, especially if you're an organization that, I'm not going to say is rebuilding, but you're building. You know, you only 2-3 pieces away. Like, this might be good for your morale, right? This might be good to say, hey, last year we won the in-season tournament championship, right? We can kind of build off of that momentum. You know, we might add that extra piece that we need, and now we are confident going into the next season or maybe the season after, but we're confident knowing that we're headed in the right direction, especially for a young team, right? I told you, you got a lot of good young teams. You got OKC, you got Houston, you got Orlando, you got the Utah Jazz. Who else got a decent young team? I don't know if the Portland Trail Blazers are really decent. Nah, they're not decent yet. They got a young team, but I mean, they got some pieces. You got the San Antonio Spurs, right? You just got teams that got young pieces. Brooklyn Nets, you know, they got a lot of young talent, and potentially down the line, this is something that they can build off. It's a stepping stone. 2 years ago, we won an in-season championship. You know, 2 seasons later, we win the conference championship, and we're headed to the finals, right? I think that's something to hang your hat on. So kudos to y'all for that, right? The NBA. Now, from my logical Lakers standpoint, this is what I don't like. And if I could drop this song, like I would play the Chief Keef joint, that's that ish I don't like. We're playing the Phoenix Suns for the 3rd time. Now, if they won 1 and we won 1, I would feel good about this, right? If they won 2 and we lost 2, I would feel good about this. But the fact is, it's the other way around. We won 2. So now we got to beat them 3 times? Like, come on, the odds is against us, man. The odds is against us. I'm not really feeling that. You know, I'm going to be honest. I'm not feeling the odds being against us from the standpoint of the in-season tournament, right? Like, we already beat Phoenix. We beat them when they only had KD. We beat them when they had, who they had? Was Bill? Bill came back. We beat them when they had Bill. And then now, we're not even sure if they're going to have Bill or Booker. We don't know who's going to show up there. Now, all 3 of them might show up, right? It's the in-season tournament. Maybe they really care. I'm pretty sure they don't, because they got aspirations on winning the overall chip, especially with everything they gave up to acquire Kevin Durant and then Bradley Beal. And then, you know, when it comes to that luxury tax, yeah, they're going to be way north of that luxury tax. So for them, they probably don't care about this. But for us, we're one of those teams that I think if we could win the in-season championship, this is something good to hang our hat on. Not to mention, if we win the in-season championship, the inaugural in-season tournament, right? We win that, and then we turn around and hang that 18th banner. Oh man, that sounds like good, you know, a good story to me. That sounds like history to me, especially if we beat the Celtics, right? Hopefully Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown make it, and then, you know, we could show down with them. Oh, that'll be a beautiful thing. But that's a perfect story. You know, I'm not here for perfect stories. I'm here to talk about why we got to play the Phoenix Suns 3 times. We already beat them twice. So I don't like that. I'm going to be honest with you. Logically, the odds are against us, man. Logically, we're probably going to lose tomorrow night. that's just being logical, man. I'm being real. On Tuesday, yeah, we probably get knocked out. And that's cool, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, the way we've been improving, I'm feeling where we at. And to be honest, actually now think about it, even though the odds is against us, we got Cam Reddish back, we got Jared Vanderbilt back, and we got Rui back. We might be real good, but then we might not, because remember, even though having them back is an addition, it can also be a subtraction, right? Because we know when you're coming back from injury, you got to reestablish yourself just on a personal level. We witnessed this with Jared Vanderbilt. He had to reestablish himself. You can kind of see him running. He wasn't really super fast. You know, he didn't have those turbo boosters that Cam Reddish got. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a track star, you know? So at the end of the day, it may not work for us, because how many minutes are we going to give Rui, right? Actually, we got to move Max Christie out to get Rui some good minutes. And that it just might mess up the chemistry. Who knows? You know, it could work in our favor, but the in-season tournament overall, I like it. I like the whole elimination process, and I like the schedule, right? I like the fact that the schedule is to be determined. We have to wait to see what happens with the in-season tournament, because now we done already played the Phoenix Suns 3 times. That means we only got to play them one more time, right? I believe we play them 4 times every year, 2 at their spot, 2 at our spot. So yeah, I mean, I'm tuned in. I'm tapped in. I ain't gonna hold you. I paid for my NBA package, you know, and this is the first time for me that I'm locked in the whole league. You know what I'm saying? I actually watch some of the in-season games, especially when there's 2 decent teams. I check it out, because they've been going down to the wire. They've been going down to the wire. Like, brothers is really trying to win, and not only is they trying to win, the thing that I like most about the in-season tournament, yeah, I like the fact that they balling to the buzzer. Yeah, we don't care that we up 20. Yeah, slam dunk. How about that? We up 22, because we need that point differential to break any ties that may, you know, happen. So I do like that. I like that. Brothers are shooting threes. Like, nah, we need them points even in a loss. Even in a loss, we still trying to put points on the board. Yeah. So in-season tournament, that's my take. Los Angeles Lakers, if we win it, there's a good chance we're going to win the banner, because that momentum we're going to carry from winning that in-season tournament, we're going to carry that on to the 18th banner, and it's going to be legendary, man. I am the Logical Laker, signing out. Salutations.